Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone while I learn this truth. Peace and blessings and salutations to the elect out there scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risk their lives and freedom to do so. It's the brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson, "For all things are not profitable for all men." Okay? And I'm going to be going into balance. All right? And doing what's best for the spirit. Okay? Because, and before I go into the lesson, I speak to myself first and foremost, when going into topics like this. Okay? Because none of us are perfect. We're not going to be perfect until we get those new bodies. And we got to continue to work on ourselves until then. Okay? And you're going to be dealing with different things in the flesh. You might be doing too much of this. You might be doing too much of that. Okay? You might even be doing too much studying. Okay? The scriptures say that too much study, roughly paraphrasing, will weary the flesh. So you have to balance in his life. You have to learn balance. And that comes with strong discipline. You lock into the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the Lord will teach you discipline. Okay? And like I was going into, something that you see another brother doing, it might not be good for you. You might see a brother mess with the shab, once a week or something. But then when you decide to do it, okay, you off balance. You're not on point. You got lazy as hell. Okay, you're not reading like you're supposed to. You're not studying like you're supposed to. You want to sit up and have sex all day, eat all day. Okay, which I've dealt with just about all those, man, in the truth. Not being balanced. Wanting to eat too much, wanting to have too much sex, wanting to watch too much TV, wanting to sleep too much, wanting to be lazy because I wasn't balanced in certain aspects. Might have been drinking too much, might have been messing with the shop too much. Okay? The Lord will give you some time to get your spirit in order, but you don't have all day. Okay? You don't have all day. Oh, well, I could just do this for another 5 years. You don't have 5 years. Look at the time we're in. It's important to build yourself. I meditate on this daily. I want to be at the highest level spiritually and physically by the time Yahweh Bashim Yahshai gets here. Okay? The highest level spiritually and physically, and that takes discipline. You don't just wake up one day and say, I'm not going to make no mistakes. You get better every day. Or that's the goal. Because some days you're going to scrape your knee. But the scriptures say in the book of Proverbs that a righteous man falleth 7 times. But he'll still get back up. Okay? He'll still get back up. But if you keep overindulging, not having control of your flesh, it's going to lead to death and destruction. I'm going to go ahead and get some precepts. And I'm going to start off in the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs 11:1. A false balance and is abomination to Yahweh. But a just weight is his delight. You have to be balanced. Okay? You have to be balanced. 5 days of drinking a week is not balanced. It's going to have you feeling like shit. It's going to have you sluggish. It's going to have you not wanting to do the work. Okay? Doing the job 5 days a week, 6 days a week. And every brother's spirit is different. Some brothers can handle it. I know for me, doing the job multiple days in a row had me feeling lazy as hell, not wanting to do nothing. So I realized it wasn't good for my spirit. You know? My brother just did a lesson recently. It was Yapah. It was, I think the title was Stop Drinking or I'm Gonna Kill You. And he said that he had a dream that the Lord told him that. Either a dream or he felt in the spirit the Lord told him that. I think he said a dream, Salakia. I don't remember correctly. And that's the spirit. The brothers that listen to the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay, those are the brothers that stay around. The ones say, oh, I got it. I don't got to worry about that. I got this on lock. Okay, try to rely on their own strength. They don't last. Okay? They don't last. We need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And you have to be balancing this truth. You can't be doing too much of anything. We're supposed to stay locked in constantly, but that comes with the territory. That's not going to hurt you. Okay? And if you study 10 hours, or not 10 hours, Salakia. You study 8 hours a day, and then 2 hours tomorrow. Okay, maybe the next day, just do like a lesson. Okay? And check brothers' videos out or something. Be balancing everything. You've been having sex all day, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, all day. You know, say you took off work or something. Well, you know, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, you know, try to fast from it. Because that puts you in that comfortable mindset. I've been there. About to get some booty when I get home. Woo! It's Friday. Shit, that's it. Last till Monday. Then you fighting to get locked back in. It's very important to stay locked in. Okay, when you stay locked into the spirit, it helps you balance. You have more control over your flesh. But it's not just, you know, staying locked in. Well, it's locked you. You have to stay locked in, but I was going to say there's more components to that. You got to read, pray, fast, study. All these things give you more control over your flesh. Without them, you're out here naked. Okay? Relying on your own strength. And that's not how this truth works. I'm going to get this next in the book of 1 Corinthians. This is 1 Corinthians 10 and 23. All things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but all things edify not. Okay, and it brought up expedient. And just because it's not a sin, that doesn't mean it's beneficial to you. Okay, is it going to benefit you? Is it going to build you up? Because you might say, well, it's not a sin to drink. Okay. The scriptures do talk about being a drunkard. But say, you know, you just get a little tipsy 5 days a week. It's going to spill over into your personal life. It's only a matter of time. Okay, and in personal life, I meant to say it's going to spill over into your relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshua, your personal relationship with him. You're going to get lazy. All right? I had a brother that said that he was working out like 5-6 days a week, but he only was doing like a certain amount of lessons. He said the Lord fucked him up for that. Putting the working out over the work. And you are supposed to work out and take care of your body. Okay? You are supposed to work out and take care of your body, but you're not supposed to be doing nothing more than you're involved in this truth. You got a nice car. Okay, you can have a nice car. You try to clean your car every day. Stunt. Okay, you spend 2 hours, you know, detailing it. All right? When that's 2 hours you could have been given to the Lord studying. Okay, you care more about that car than you do the Lord. Balance it out. Okay, you used to detail your car 4 days a week, 5 days a week. Okay, detail it once or twice, or wash it once or twice. Okay, you like to go to the bar. Okay, you had a brother, the nigga in Mississippi fell out because they said he wanted to go to the bar all the time. If he would have been balanced, okay, instead of going 5-6 days a week, Shoot, let me go every other week. Okay, let me cut down the 5 days to 3. Okay, let me cut down the 3 days to 1. Okay, let me cut down the 1 day to every other week, like that. Gradually, but you don't have all day. Okay? You sitting here trying to take all day, the Lord's going to take you out. Okay? The Lord's not playing with us. And on top of that, 1 Corinthians 10:23 says, all things are lawful for me, but all things are not expedient. You ain't supposed to be walking around being holier than thou, over righteous. It's a Fruit Loop in Hometown Buffet. I'm going to go in there and then gut them up. You're going to be in jail. Okay? My wife or somebody else's wife committed adultery. I'm going to put her 6 feet under. You're going to be in jail. Okay? It's not beneficial for you to do that. The Lord's going to get them. Okay? I'm going to get this. In the book of Sirach. This is Sirach. These jakes out here shooting these fireworks. This is the Sirach 37. And I'm going to start at Sirach 37. I'm going to start at verse 27. It reads, my son, prove thy soul in life. Okay, and it says, my son, it's talking about us. Okay, we're sons of the Heavenly Father. Okay, us elect. All right, and see what is evil for it, and give not that unto it. We know, you should know if you're a man of the Lord what's good for your spirit and what's not. You're not done, man. Okay, and I've dealt with being stubborn. I can handle it. I can handle it. I can handle it. I was saying that for the longest time. Okay, till the Lord put the spirit on me. Hey, cut down on that shit. Balance it out. I'm going to take you out. Okay? Because the Lord is going to warn you in the spirit. Like bro's been talking about this week, you got to know when the Lord is talking to you, man. Verse 28. For all things are profitable, are not, Salakia, verse 28. For all things are not profitable for all men. Neither have every soul pleasure in everything. And like I was saying in the beginning of the lesson, okay? Like you see in the picture, you might have a brother that can handle his drink. He might be able to drink once a week, twice a week. But when you do it, you just get off track. Okay? That's not profitable. That's going to stunt your growth. Okay? You're not being balanced out, knowing what's good for your spirit could choke the word up in you. You know? Doing too much job. All right? And there's various other things that goes outside of that, man. Maybe you playing the video games too much. Take a break. You might see a brother, I play video games 3 days a week. Wait, Con? All right, I'm going to try it too. You start doing the same thing, because you might say, I play video games 3 days a week, 2 hours a day. You start doing it now, all of a sudden you're not doing your lessons, you're not reading, you're not studying, lacking on your prayer. Just because you see another brother doing something, that don't mean it's going to be good for your spirit. You got to see what's good for your spirit. And like I said, the Lord will give you some time to clean yourself up, but you don't have all day. I'm going to get ready to close in the book of Proverbs. This is Proverbs 25 and 28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. Okay? That's somebody that doesn't have no discipline. Okay? That's somebody that's easily moved. They don't have no control of their emotions. All right? A demon could come whispering in your ear, hey, do this, do that. God, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. right? You have to have self-control. Okay, because in the ancient world, you know, the walls of the city were the defense. Okay, against incoming attacks. All right, so if you don't have rule of your spirit, you don't have any defense. It's easy for demons to persuade you, okay, or entice you into doing evil things. We're better than that, man. The longer you're in this truth, okay, the more and more you should start having control over your flesh. All right? And like I said, I speak to myself first and foremost. A lot of times I feel like I should have more more discipline. Like, damn, I mean, I need to do this better. I need to do that better. I need to turn this down. I need to turn that down. You know? It was a while where I used to party hard when I first came in. Because, you know, bros get it in. We party, we chill. But it's not an everyday thing. But I was partying every week, man. From like Friday to Monday. You know? Feeling like shit all week. I believe, but I feel like shit. The Lord is still teaching me balance. You know? Because like I said, we're not perfect. Get a lawyer all. Show him you're trying. Okay? Show him you're trying to be more disciplined. That you're trying to balance. And he's going to take it from there. But you have to try your best. You can't just do a half-ass job. I went 2 days without drinking. Damn, on the third day I need it. No, you don't. Okay? This truth is all we need. But like I said, if you can't find a way to balance and be disciplined, the Lord will excuse you. Okay? And in the end, you're going to receive your reward, which is death and destruction. Because you couldn't get yourself together. And that's weak. Lord's will. This was an edified lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.